once again and welcome back to my channel. As promised, today we are going to talk about set operations. In the last two videos we spoke about, it was an introduction on sets, and then the second video was set notation, which is the language that we use in sets, and today we are now looking at set operations. Now the operations that we want to look at is union, intersection, complement and subset. Now we already said that the union of a set is denoted by this symbol. That is the symbol that denotes a union of a set. And what a union of a set means is just bringing elements together. Like union, as we know what a union is, a union brings things together. So this is basically bringing elements of two sets together. And you need to note that if you're bringing elements of two sets together, when you're listing them, you do not repeat an element. If an element is found in both sets, you only list it once. You do not repeat an element. So I can write it here, do not repeat elements. So sometimes you can find that elements of one set are also in another set, so you don't repeat those elements when you are writing the union of a set or when you are listing the elements in the union of two sets. And then the next one is the intersection. The intersection is denoted by a cap. So the union is denoted by a cap and the intersection is denoted by a cap. So the intersection, when you are talking about the intersection of two sets, you are looking for those elements that are found in both sets. So these are elements found in both sets, elements found in both sets. Then when we talk about the next one, which is a complement, when we talk about a complement denoted by A prime or AC, then we are talking about those elements that are in the universal set but are not found in the set A. If we say A complement, we are saying elements not in A. We want a list of the elements that are not in A. That is what the complement means. And then the last thing we are going to talk about is the subset. Now, the subset, it simply means a set that is contained in another set. A set that is contained in another set. So what it means is, if A is a subset of B, what it means is that all the elements that are in A are also found in B. So when we represent this on a Venn diagram, it means we have set B and then we have set A inside of B. So what it means is the elements in set A are also found, all the elements in set A are also elements in the set B. So that is what subset means. So to illustrate this concept, I have come with an example here that will help us to illustrate. So we've got the universal set. The universal set, like I said before, it is everything that we have. So the universal set is the letters of the alphabet, that is A, B, C, D, up to Z. And then these two now become the subsets because they are contained in the universal set. So they become the subset. So here, if A is the set of vowels, we can as well list the elements of A, E, I, O, U. And then the elements of B are listed as the letters that form the letter K. So the elements of B are C, A, R. So these are the two subsets of the universal set that we have. Now, if we want to talk about the union of these sets, union of A, union B, if we want to list the elements of A, union B, what it means is we are looking at the elements of A and the elements of B and we bring them together to make a union. So how do we do that? We can list them down. A is, we start with the elements of, we can start with the elements of A, E, I, O, U, and we bring them together with the elements of B. So we add C. Because we've written A before, we do not repeat the elements. Remember, it's written here, do not repeat the elements. So we've already written A, we then go on and write R, and then we close that set. So this is the union of the set. And in the last video we talked about N, let's say N A union B. Here they will be asking for the number of elements in A union B. I can as well talk about it here, the number of elements of A union B. Now here we said you would just simply do a physical count of the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements. So A union B is equal to 7. Please take note, I did not put curly brackets because we are not talking about elements of a set. We are just physically counting how many elements there are in that set. And then the next thing we can talk about is the intersection A intersection B. Like I've already mentioned before, intersection simply means the elements that are found in both sets. Now if we look at the two sets, set A and set B, we can see that the elements that are found in both sets is A. These are only the elements that are found in both. So it means this set consists of only the letter A. Of only the letter A. And then when we talk about the complement of A, the complement of A represents all the elements that are not found in the set A. It represents all the elements that are not found in the set A. So you can list them down. So you can check the elements in the universal set and see whichever elements that are not vowels. They are elements of the set A complement. So you can have B, C, D, E is in A, so we don't put it. D, E, F, G, H, I is not a complement. G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So these are the elements of the complement. We write everything on the letters of the alphabet, but we leave out the vowels because we want the complement, which represents those elements that are not in A but are in the universal set. Then lastly, we've got a subset there. Lastly, we've got a subset. Let's say I add another set. Let's say, let's assume I add another set, which is C, letters of the word carry. Let's put letters of the word carry. Now you can see that all the elements that are in set B are also in set A. All of the elements of set B are also in set A. So we can safely say that B is a subset of C because all the elements in B are also in C. So it means that B is a subset of C. That's what it means. So if you want to represent this on a Venn diagram, we will then draw the set C, then we draw the set B. We will be inside here with the elements C, A, R, and those that are not in C will be Y. So this represents the subset. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Also watch out for my next video. Bye.